So today I'm out here in Georgia. We're going to be lowering this Civic SI FG2. So we're going to be putting Eibach lowering springs on the car. This is my girlfriend's car.
Hi.
For anybody that knows me, I'm based out of South Florida, so out of my comfort zone right now. So yeah, so we're installing lowering springs on the car. They are used springs, so we're also going to be finding out if they're going to be good or not. If the reason why they're used because they're bad or not, but they look solid to me, so it should be fine. These are the tools we're going to be using today. Got a ratchet set just to make it convenient for all the bolts we need to take off. Got my impact sockets right here that we bought, and the spring compressor right here. So in order for us to put these springs on, we're going to be putting them on the stock struts, and we're going to need that spring compressor so we can compress that spring, and then we can put the new one on the strut. I'm trying to just do this really quick, get it done and over with, and see how it rides, and then after that we'll probably get an alignment, because you will need an alignment after.
Is it going to be really bad?
No, it shouldn't be too bad. We'll just probably have more negative camber by slightly, because it's only dropped in the car like an inch and a half, but nothing should be too bad after. It should look really good, and here we go. Alright, so we took the wheel off. Now we're going to take these plastics off. The top of the strut tower is going to be in here, so we're going to take these plastics off real quick, knock it out. Haven't really done this before, but we're just going to knock it out real quick. So I'm going to start by just taking the wipers off. This is going to make everything a lot easier. There's just going to be this plastic cap right here. You're just going to click it off. Boom. There's a bolt here. Go ahead and remove it. And then the wiper blade should just come off. Unless it's an asshole.
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, that made that a lot easier. Voila. Stop. So usually you can probably, this piece will come off, but it just so happened it was easier for it all come off on one piece. Don't forget that the washer fluid line's on here. We'll go ahead and remove it. See what's the best way to remove it is. Alright, so the goal of doing this was to get to right here. So now all we got to do is loosen these 3 bolts, and this will release the strut tower from the top, and then we'll have to go remove the rest from the inside, and then we'll show you how it's done. So when I loosen these bolts, I'm not gonna take them off all the way, just so that if I did, it's gonna fall down and it's gonna be harder for me to take these bolts off. So I'm gonna let these, just loosen these up, figure out what I gotta take off down here, and then later we'll take them off when we officially need it off. So after we do that, everything will be removed, and let's get it done. Got that off. Now we gotta get this bolt. That was easy. So we got that bolt off. Now we just gotta get these two off. Boom, 19. All right.
I heard that echo through the neighborhood.
Yeah. So I broke the bolt, but it's gonna spin on both sides. So I'm gonna grab a ratchet that's a 19, hold it, and impact it from the other side. It's like taking candy from a baby. Easy. Needed some love to get out, but we got it. Alright, so all we gotta do is get the 3 bolts on the top off, and we're all set. Oh, be careful, because I've dropped bolts in there before and it's a pain in the ass to get out. So do your best to not drop any bolts inside there.
You actually dropped it in my car too.
I done it at Rami's 9th gen, and he was not happy.
Damn right!
He was not happy. And I know I'd be pissed in my car, but you do it to someone else's car. Ooh.
My hands won't be getting too dirty today.
Boom. So that's the hard part. It's out. As you can see, her car reflects that it has 123,000 miles. The whole boot's degraded. Her suspension's still really good, really smooth. No issues. We just want a little low and a little stiffer ride. So we're gonna go ahead, take the spring off, and then put it back in. Boom. Bolts off. Bon voyage, bitches.
Rami, you can't edit that out.
You have to. So we just slid this off just like so. We got the OEM strut just like this. So now we're gonna put our new spring in. Oh yeah. Just pick a way. It's 50-50 shot. You'll put it on the right way. And just stick with it, whatever way you pick.
I hate that he says this because I'm so nervous about this.
So we got the OEM shock. These springs are for the rear. These are for the front. Make sure you put, there's a front left, front right. So this is the front right. Put this on like so. Nice and lined up. Perfect. Now we're gonna put the hat on. Looks good to me. After that, we're gonna tighten it on, and then it'll be all set to go to put back in the car. Alright, so in order to tighten this bolt, when we put it on, we set the coil over, you put the top hat back on. It took me a second because I know there's an Allen key here, so I was trying to tighten it and it wouldn't tighten, and then I remembered you have to hold this down because this pole right here will just keep spinning while you're trying to tighten down the top. So what I did, I got these bad boys right here, a little towel, clamped it on there, impacted it all the way down. So I heard it click, and now I got it all the way down. It's solid, it's tight, it's ready to go in the car. I'm gonna try and record me installing it back in, but all we're doing is the reverse of taking it out. We're just putting it back in. It should be simple like that, and let's get it done. That's a B. That's a B. Get off him. Alright, so we did the front. Now we're going to do the rear. Come over here. So far, I wanted to start it off just to see what I was doing real quick. So we jacked the car up. We took the wheel off. The only thing I took off were 2 bolts. One, the strut here. There's a bolt that goes in right here. This is a bolt, 14mm bolt. I broke it with my impact. Took it off. Then I took the lower control arm bolt off. It was on there tough. I have a feeling it's going to be a little tough to put it back on, but it shouldn't be an issue. Now, with everything lower, now I'll be able to pull that spring out. Let's see if I can do it by myself. It's going to be kind of rough. Yeah, I'm weak. Okay. So I'm going to have her stand on this, and I'm going to pull the spring out, and then we'll show you how it looks like. Jump on it. Bingo! What's his name-o? So we got the spring off. This is what it looks like. So we got the spring off. This is what it looks like. Came with the rubber things, came off with it. We'll just put them on the new one, and then we'll get the new ones on the car. So we took the old one off. We took the rubber pieces off. We put them on this one. Now we're just going to slide it back in. So we lifted this back up, we put the spring on the bottom for a little help holding it up. Now we were able to get the bolt in. We're going to tighten this bolt and then the shock bolt, and then we're all set. Finished the car. Everything turned out really good. I was pretty happy with that, how everything went. The car looks great. Definitely was only about an inch and a half drop, but it's really great for daily driving. Can't complain. I'd recommend them to anybody. Ours, I know they were used, so we were trying to figure out if they were good or not, but they came out solid. There's no issues, and that's how they look on the car. Keep it doozy, like, subscribe right now.